Okay, so a lot of people say when people have a hard time, it's because of bad decisions they've made. Point in case, this morning I walked to a place where I get food Monday through Friday. Very good food, fresh food from restaurants, Monday through Friday every day at 10 o'clock, as much as possible. My bad decision today was to come and do that again, because even though the people who provide the food delivered the food to the location
closed down within 15 minutes after them leaving. And there's food in there that people haven't accessed yet, including myself. So that's my bad decision. I'm told it's my fault that I'm hungry. I had food stamps this month, but I've used them all because I have to buy prepared foods and other things that are expensive because I don't have a kitchen of my own. Another thing to think about when you're providing food services to homeless people is that we don't have anywhere to keep shit. Then people will say, well, hey, what about that, what about those bad decisions? And, why do you keep just smoking drugs and doing drugs? I mean, so my opinion is like, what drugs? I don't do drugs. I smoke herb. And to be 100% clear, I've already been to another service provider this morning and also volunteered last night for 12 hours. And so when people say it's your bad decision, that's why you have issues, that's why people have hard luck, not always person's decision. Was it my decision to go to Arlington and be put in a place with a bunch of fucking clowns who are rapists, and then I call them out on their shit for being on the sex offender list and being pieces of shit that should not be walking free in public? Yeah, that was my choice too. It was not my choice to get kicked out of the homeless shelter or over a month before that have my social security card delivered but never given to me and my birth certificate never given to me. Then I was told by the service provider, Chris, from Spread the Vote, yep, that was delivered. It would have been delivered. It's at the shelter. I'm like, no, it was never delivered there. Well, then I get kicked out on December 13th. I emailed the woman saying, hey, I'm no longer at the shelter. What's the next step? Can I get my stuff? She never emailed me back. I actually emailed complaints to the county of Arlington, Virginia. Human Services, yeah, that's right. Human Services, they never followed up with my 8-page complaint of 24 different complaints. I don't even know if what happened to me there is criminal or it's just bullshit. I really don't. I don't really give a fuck about dumbass criminal shit like that, but I do not like the fact that my documents were taken, and I do not like the fact that I was basically malnourished by that establishment and never got a single day of counseling, even though I asked for it from day one. It's just talk to somebody about some issues. So people say it's because people make bad decisions and that's why they have issues and problems and that's why they've turned out the way their lives have turned out. You have to understand we are all interdependent people. When we have this new trend today of saying be independent, don't depend on anyone. Take care of yourself, don't depend on anyone. We all depend on other people and we always have in humanity. That's why we have, when there's more than a few people, we depend on each other in some way or other. Whether it's the bank or the insurance company or the food institution or the housing provider or the rental agency or property owner or the government or the medical industry. I mean, so yeah, I smoke herb. That's up. And that's correct. I smoke herb. If I didn't have herb today and I was hungry because I don't have food stamps or any money really, I have a couple dollars, I could get something and I will. What I'm getting at is this place where I get food. I used to eat 4 or 5 meals from them every day. Easily 4 meals, sometimes 5. And so I'm a big person. I'm like the size of a football player. So I'm trying to tell people that when people make decisions and you try to judge them without actually ever really helping them, but you help agencies and send money to nonprofits, but not your own friends or family that are suffering, and you never really even care to get to know what's up. This is what's up. Motherfuckers walk, travel, do all these things to get food, and it's still not there. People go to the service agencies that people tell them to go to for years. You finally go and you get to take advantage of in your home state of Virginia, the Commonwealth. I'm the Commonwealth of Virginia. Yeah, now I'm in D.C. I love D.C. See what happens to me here. And herb and prayer and art will see me through, and love and skateboarding and music and legal chronic. What more can I say? You see the light. There's the light. You see the light? I just showed y'all the light. Can't see it for too long though, okay? So what my plan will be today is to go get a go get a DC, never mind what my plan is for today. My plan for life is to continue to follow whatever God takes me into, and that's what I'm doing. I follow God. I don't care what language, what religion, what faith. I like people who put God first. I like people who are afraid of God, and I like people who celebrate and love God. And so I think what I'm doing now is changing my aesthetic and art warfare tactics to aesthetic and prayer and art celebration, because the battle's already been won if you listen to what everybody says. So now it's just a matter of people signing pieces of paper in the hands of the reins of power changing. So, and I'll tell y'all something else in prayer, and learn this. The angels that are known as Michael, Gabriel, and Lucifer have all failed. And the most high angels now appointed in heaven are Bob, Bunny, and Peter. And that's just how it is. So I'm gonna touch this up. Just touching that up. I'll let you see the light again. You got tree hair. That's right. Tree hair. It's getting long, it needs cut. You got the tree hair going. It's getting long, it needs cut. Tree hair is the best. You know, I grow it, every once in a while. I try to keep my tree hair covered though. So this is what it looks like when a man's sitting on a bench and you walk past them and you don't know what they're thinking about. And you say, oh, it's their bad decisions. Well, it's also a man who is trying to figure some things out. You might be sitting around going, damn, I just traveled blocks and blocks and blocks, and now I have to learn from why I did not eat today. And the reason is so I could make this meet and greet today. So this video is a meet and greet, that's just what it is. It's a meet and greet. Hi, nice to meet you. We're here to change the planet and re-woman and re-man it at the top levels. Learn that shit and take it away back from the devils. It seems that Michael, Gabriel, and Lucifer, it's kind of weird because about that. So I heard shit rolls downhill. Guess that's why the gutter needs so much cleaning up. Shit in it. A lot of shit been flowing for a long time. A lot of people have been accepting a lot of shit for a long time, huh? Haven't we? Haven't you? Mom and a dad. Dad and mom, a mom, kids, old people, disabled people, veterans, people of different backgrounds, people from different countries who speak with accents or don't speak English at all. Hey, sometimes it comes all back around, you know, a lot of shit been going on, so next thing you know, you gotta correct that, so a lot of this shit going on around here needs to be cleaned up, down here in the gutter level, in the streets. What that means, I don't know. But that shit's everywhere down here. Shit, everywhere. It's also beautiful everywhere. That's for damn sure too. If I didn't have this fat sack of chronic right now, I'd be balling. I'd have sat down somewhere in a doorway and cried straight the fuck up. Because then what happens is, for me, is I go into what I call a time hole. And someone who does hard drugs could tell you what a time hole is, but basically when time is totally different. I once took acid and stared at a digital clock for about 2 minutes. It felt like hours. Very interesting. I've only done acid, I think, two or three times. And, well, I could count if I wanted to, 2 or 3 times. Herb, totally different, but, so a time hole is for people with trauma. And you have trauma and stuff, something happened to you, or you died or something, whatever, but, so, you go into these spaces in time where a few seconds can feel like a few hours or days, or hours can seem like days or longer. And then you come right back into regular time with everybody else when things are hustle and bustle. And wherever you're at, if you're in a slower time place, like a country setting or a mountain setting or a desert setting or some place where there's not a lot of people, a rural setting, I guess might be the term, an agricultural setting, you might return to that slow. You return to the slow. If you're in a city like this, you return to the fast pace. You know, so like, but time holes, they take you somewhere for moments, or so like, if you ever see somebody talking to you and they pause out, people will call it a seizure. Sometimes it's called a seizure, but they also might be pausing out of these little time holes where like, doo, and so for them, they're just gone because they're experiencing like an hour in that minute. So, herb helps me a lot. Helps me keep me more positive. I had a lot of trauma in my life. And I haven't really had a chance to explore it, but I'm working towards it, working on improving my problem-solving abilities as well as my creative abilities. I need to get back into my more logical, restrained thinking. That's for the benefit of future relations in all levels of life and financial self-sustenance. Nothing personal. It just means I have to get back being a lot like you all. And that's okay. Because y'all all good too, and I am too. I'm just still the same flesh and bone. Somehow I can sleep outside though, even though my friend said I would die if I slept outside. Anyway, we got lots of blankets, lots of heart. Peace.